Radical.
Welcome to part one of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for July 18th to July 24, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. Dumez. Awesome, man. I'm going to pick up Arkham Collection. I only played a bit of Asylum on Steam, but the last time I fired it up, it crashed and would not run on my PC, so this is an awesome deal. When it comes to the Batman games crashing, I heard that Arkham Knight was the one that had issues crashing, and there was another one that was not part of that trilogy, Night City and Asylum, that crashed. Was it Origins? Arkham Origins? There was one I heard ran really poorly. But again, I mentioned two advantages of the console peasant race. Just happens to be a lot of the games run a whole lot better on console than PC a lot of the time. So I hope that works for you very well, the collection. It's a great deal. Terry W. FIFA and Marvel. The Hulk is goalkeeper, Iron Man in defense, Spider-Man for center forward, and of course Doctor Strange to accurately predict the scores. Of all those, I would say, yeah, that would be an amazing team. The Hulk is goalkeeper. Ain't nothing getting by the Hulk, In fact, you'd have to keep replacing the balls because Hulk would smash! Hulk would smash all those balls. When you talk about these specific positions, I really don't know much about soccer. So I'm guessing, those are the accurate positions for them. Now, I wonder if they would be banned from using weapons. Because if Captain America could use his shield, you can't use your hands, but can you use a shield in combination with your feet? Let's see. What would Hawkeye and Black Widow do and add to the team? No, they would just be reserves. You really wouldn't. They wouldn't be that helpful. Kev, 711-2001. I like to play Tetris in real life too, laugh out loud. That was funny. I was thinking about that. I think there's one time I was stacking. I was thinking about how it's kind of like Tetris. Yeah, if you can play Tetris very well in video game form, then you could probably do it in real life too. I'm not doing that again. That was just absolutely insane. And when I was out, after I'd packed up the car and not really sold anything, I wound up taking on some other things. And I bought another box of stuff. So I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? Am I going to have to drive around holding a box in front of the steering wheel? So no, I won't be pushing that Impala to the limit like that anymore. Rune Mamba. I don't get it, so they just moved him from one location to the other? What's the difference? I hope all comedians boycott First Avenue and they lose all the revenue. Yeah, it was just hours before he was supposed to play there. And they moved Dave Chappelle from one location to the other. So, not 100% technically canceled, but more shifted. But still canceled. Canceled there, and then everyone was shifted to another area. Imagine people that had to go and were waiting and maybe had just got, maybe they didn't have any regular transportation and they got dropped off at a certain area to wait for that concert, and then having to make plans to get someone to take them to another location, basically because people were there. The people that were there were soft as fuck. Soft as fuck people that can't take a joke. There's nothing dangerous about Dave Chappelle. I would just be so aggravated if I was Dave going like, this motherfucking bullshit. I have to go to another location to entertain my audience. Just fuck this shit, man. Just, everyone's soft. Leading into the last comment here, Sam Cortez. This country has gotten soft, I tell you what. Back in my day, we could take a joke. This generation wouldn't be able to handle Richard Pryor or George Carlin and Eddie Murphy back in my day, to name a few comedian greats. I would say the greatest of the great. A lot of people point to Eddie Murphy. A lot of people point to Richard Pryor. A lot of people don't think about Eddie Murphy sometimes when they look about the comedian greats, but, listen to Raw. Eddie Murphy was a great comedian. Now, Richard Pryor, amazing. But my personal pick of greatest of all time is George Carlin. And it's not that the other two weren't incredibly funny. George Carlin was funny too, but the thing about George was he was different because it was almost like it was a history lesson. This guy had so much insane knowledge that he brought to the table as a comedian. He seemed at times like a philosopher, not just a comedian. If I could have 1% of the overall ability of a George Carlin, there's people that said 1 year of George Carlin, 1 year of his stand-up would be enough to fuel multiple comedians' lifetimes. And the fact he packed so much history, so much philosophy, and so much fucking truth into what he said